Hi, this is Dana again, and thank you for joining us for some information on the Japanese product shelf that I just created. I'll just be honest with you and tell you that I don't know most of this stuff, but I'm learning it because Japanese stuff is getting to be the rage. So, for example, if you want to make sushi, you need a bamboo rolling mat, and that would be probably a $2 item, well worth it. So come on in and get that along with the seaweed, which is what you need to make the sushi if you're making seaweed sushi, because in, I believe it's like nori is what they call it, because you got to be careful because you put in an extra word, you know, and I don't talk Japanese. There's like nori maki, so that's rice crackers with seaweed, or maybe the arare, nori maki arare. Anyway, I'm pretty sure nori just means seaweed. So seaweed, you're going to have the seaweed, the bamboo mat, wasabi, which is basically prepared wasabi in a tube. Serve with soy sauce as a dipping sauce for sushi. Sashimi, which if you don't know what sushi versus sashimi is, sushi well, sashimi is just like the raw meat, or not meat, but well, it could be meat, tuna, fish. And then sushi has some kind of a roll, so it's either like a rice roll or a rice seaweed roll. And I'm looking around for, stay right there, Japanese sushi requires a very sticky rice. It has to be like a certain kind of rice versus, let me show you the difference. This is jasmine rice, which I'm showing you this little bag because I got to get big bags because I just sold my last one. Big bags of jasmine rice are one of my best sellers. They're like 10 pounds, 25 pounds. This is a little guy for $6.80. You don't want to make sushi with that. You want to make it with a sticky stuff. It's like bigger, rounder, stickier. Kokuhu, I believe Kokuhu is a either Japanese or Hawaiian brand, but that's what you want to use. So, like if you're going to make sushi, you need a bamboo rolling mat, nori, wasabi, tuna or whatever you want to use. You know, tuna, like you can do whatever you want, but you know, like the actual fish tuna. This is some other stuff here. The brand is Shirakiku, which is one of the brands that indicate that it's Japanese. Nishimoto Trading Company. I go to their spot in Seattle. Fried bean curd. Okay, that you're going to see a lot. Fried bean curd. I've got it frozen. I've got it in that can. I'm going to clear out the frozen, so if you want a fried bean curd for $1, come in and get one. Frozen. Roasted sesame seed versus, there's non-roasted white sesame seed, and there's a black one. Really, really important for presentation for a bunch of stuff. I just found out what this was the other day. Kikkoman, a Japanese guy came in and was giving me all kinds of information. This unagi sushi sauce. Unagi means eel. So if you want some eel, that's one of the things, like sushi's made out of. There's eel too that you can get, like sushi made out of tuna, eel, whatever. Eel is one of the things. And apparently they make it into a sauce. Barbecue sauce here. Pretty much the only thing that is in English is that, except for Hadi Foods Company, Shisheng. So there's some barbecue. Okay, this is an all-natural wasabi. So horseradish, spirulina. Ooh, that's healthy. Turmeric. That's pretty healthy. Made in China. You guys probably know what spirulina is, like the green algae stuff. And then turmeric is like a really hot spice. Okay, so this is just another brand. Nothing in English here. It just says horseradish powder. Hondashi is bonito soup stock. I'm going to read this to you. It says what the standard usage for it is miso soup. So if you want to get some soup stock, I am going to be giving away a miso with one purchase of that if you want to come in and get a miso for free. Okay, and a Tomashiraga somen, which is an oriental style noodle product in Japan. Kind of pricey, $6. They're like a brick, so I would say well worth your money. And obviously when you cook noodles, they feed a lot more than what they look. Nori maki or rari, we were talking about the rice crackers with seaweed. I've got 3 kinds of assorted rice crackers coming, which are going to be the wasabi, there's like a hot, and there's like a assorted. So these are like one kind of cracker in a bag, whereas like the cases I'm getting, I sold out of, there's like 3 different bags with a mix of different yummy Japanese crackers. Even I like them, and I really don't like Japanese stuff that much, but they've got like a hot mustard. Let me show you this. Hold on. This is a example of a wasabi green pea is one of the things in the assorted mix. And then these nori crackers. And then they've got these kind of like sweet and soury tasting crackers. Tempura flour. This isn't Japanese, but this is really common for, it's not written in Japanese, but it's really common. There's a kind of like a top ramen thing. There's some fueru wakame dried seaweed. It's kind of, it can be used for salad, vinegared dishes. Speaking of vinegared, never saw that as a adjective or adverb, whatever that is. Seasoned gourmet rice vinegar. So there you go. Happy. Okay, and then this stuff right here, citrus seasoned soy sauce. People just come in and grab a bottle. I'm guessing it's just the soy sauce that they like. They usually get kind of a bunch of Japanese stuff together. Those 2 bottles would be part of that mix. Red beans, azuki. Red beans and bean curd, and this it seems like this bean theme is reoccurring here. Fried beans, soybeans. So we got this bean theme going. These are the beans for Japanese entrees. You want some rice flour. This Japanese brand's $5, but I've got a clearance on rice flour too for $1. Some of the other brands, so you don't have to use this kind of flour, but that's a Japanese brand. Then there is also, these are clearance, glutinous rice flour for $1. If you were gluten free, obviously you don't want a glutinous rice flour. But there's also hot mustard. This is really popular stuff right there, part of the sushi Japanese thing. Sukiyaki sauce, just a little bit of vocabulary I'm not really familiar with here. Naturally brewed tamari soy sauce. It's just soy sauce. It's just a special brand. People get that. They just like the flavor. Powdered sushi flavoring. Let's see what the ingredients say here. Directions: transfer the hot rice to a bowl. Sprinkle this powder over the rice and mix well. Okay. Couldn't be any easier than that if you want to try something new. And then there's nori furikake. So it's seaweed. This is like the sprinkle stuff that you sprinkle over rice to make it pretty. Dried green seaweed, roasted white sesame seeds, salt, sugar. It's just basically like pretty decorative, and it has a really pungent taste. I say pungent because you either like seaweed or you don't. But it's like, you know, a little bit of shake goes a long way. Otafuku yakisoba sauce. I just tell people to try something new sometimes, and it's just a stir fry sauce, but yakisoba is like a certain entree for Japanese cuisine, so requires a certain noodle and all that good stuff. Salted black bean. Oh, speaking of noodles, see there's that bean theme again. Stay right there. There's a really healthy, actually I have a whole row of Japanese noodles. This one is like super healthy. You got the authentic Japanese buckwheat noodle, not egg noodle. When I worked at a Chinese fusion kind of spot, there was a buckwheat noodle dish, and that's healthy. Okay, and then there's other Japanese noodles. Inaka udon, a little bit thicker, and actually good price, $3.25. Really, really dense. So come on in and try something off the Japanese shelf. There's one or two things here that I actually, people recognize it, and there's like no English on there. Dried, smoked, and shaved bonito. Okay, so there's a little label. And people usually are experimenting with sushi when they come in here for Japanese stuff, or get a very few people that really know what they're doing. And I'm trying to get more information on Japanese products and trying to increase inventory. So hopefully next time when you come in, I'll have more. And then come in and get a free bag of miso. Thank you. And we'll talk to you later.